Yo, howdy y'all. Um, in this video, I'm gonna be ranking the Berserk arcs. You know, there's only 5. I saw the Masked Man do it a while ago, and I've read Berserk once. For 5, we got, drum roll please, ta-da, you guessed it, Black Swordsman Arc. It's literally everyone's number 5. Doesn't mean it's bad by any means, but it's just like, I think it's just like really meh. Not meh, I take that back. It's really short, but it's short for a reason. It's just to lay out the groundwork. Every manga has like that introductory arc, those introductory chapters where you get associated with everything in the world, and it's just to really test out how the reception is, so everyone knows how that goes. So Black Swordsman, I've reread Black Swordsman like 3-4 times over like the course of like 2 years. I always wanted to read Berserk like physically, but I never could get my hands on like physical copies, so we just sit down and read it. So that sucks. But so I just reread Black Swordsman over and over again. I was like, this is so dope. I even accidentally read the prototype once. And I don't know, Black Swordsman is pretty special to me, honestly. Like, of course, with it being like my first like introduction to the manga, of course, was basically everybody's. But I think a lot of people start with Golden Age, and then Black Swordsman, and then so on and so forth. Like, everything about Black Swordsman builds up. Just, I can't even put it into words because I'm so _𝑙𝑎𝑠𝑖𝒏𝒅 right now. Anyways, I love Black Swordsman Arc. I think it's great. Number 4, we got Fantasia. I love Fantasia. It is so beautiful. The artwork is incredible, by the way. Like, oh my god. The scale of everything, and just like seeing Guts happy makes me happy. Makes me so happy. When he finally smiles, when he cracks a smile, I crack a smile. Not just one of those little tiny smiles. I crack one of the biggest smiles, and I start giggling like a little girl. Like, if I'm reading, depending on how I'm reading, I start kicking my feet in the air, turn to a little girl, I start giggling and everything. Because, like, seeing him happy, he just deserves it. He just really does. Like, everything he's gone through up to that point is just, mwah, 𝒔𝒆𝒔𝒕 bien, you know what I mean? I think once the arc's said and done, I think it'll be like maybe my number 2, because I like how characters have progressed, and I like how Guts has progressed. Like, Guts is like my favorite character of all time. Like just straight up, and I don't think anything will ever change that. I relate to him so much, apart from, you know, my best friend, you know, raping my girlfriend and like murdering all my other friends, and then me losing an eye and an arm for it. I don't really relate to that, but majority of the other stuff I relate to. And, you know, I see certain things that he goes through, and I can kind of pick apart, and I'm like, yeah, I've literally gone through that. Literally me. I mean, not with the same exact scenario, but changing something for what made me, yeah, you know what I mean? Right now, number 3 is Falcon of the Millennium Empire. Because there's so many moving parts in Falcon of the Millennium Empire, like, it's insane. Like, it's the longest arc in the series to date, and so much character progression, so much party progression. I mean, between like Gus's like JRPG party, and I like seeing stuff from Griffith's perspective. Not really his perspective, but following his story is really unique, and I think it's really cool. It's like, I mean, of course you get back to Guts every now and again, and sometimes, I don't know, I think this is why I kind of put, the next arc over this one. It kind of is kind of slow, which I don't mind slow stuff. I actually really love slow stuff, but it gets like really like kind of I'm nodding off because there's no real character progression, because with Griffith's party I don't really care about any of them. I kind of just hate them. Like I don't really hate all of them, but I don't really like a lot of them. Like okay, I was gonna say I love Griffith, but I do not love Griffith. I don't think I'll ever forgive that little brat. I don't. Well, I like the princess, but I like following Griffith's perspective. That's what I like. I like following his thing, and seeing how much he's gonna fuck up the world. You know, how much he's just messing everything up, and how much of a psychopath this guy really is, and just fueling my hate. And and the reason why I like to read it is because more hate I get, the more I want to work out. It's Conviction Arc. I put the Conviction Arc there, and I sometimes I even want to put it over Golden Age, because of just how much like it means to me, and like how much like I really resonated with it, and how I resonated with Guts's like maturing, because like in Conviction Arc he starts off as like continuing from the Black Swordsman Arc. He starts off as just this edgy, like in the Lost Children, which makes me love Conviction even more, which is like one of the main reasons why I put it here. Like, I love the Lost Children chapters, but like seeing Guts go from this dude who's just super angry and just wants to fight and kill everything, even though it has like no direct correlation to what we now know is basically his end goal. It's like he only lives to just fuel his vengeance, and to see him grow from that, I just love those kinds of stories, because I don't know why, but it kind of resonates with me. Like, when you when you're going through something, right, and you're just angry and you're kind of just tunnel visioned, you're not looking at anything else, everything else is just kind of out the window. Just resonated with that so much, and like trying to take back what you've lost, and just realize what you've lost and try to take it back. And Guts, so Gus's journey to like take back Casca and rescue her, and just going through everything, and then like developing like just minor relationships, minor relationships, and trying to hold back that anger. Like that's literally like, because I used to kind of be like that. I used to just always be so angry, or always be just so sad and whatever, and find something to like hold on to and find a purpose. And that's what Conviction Arc is for me, finding like that purpose and trying to like protect it, because we all have something that we want to protect, you know what I mean? And it's finding that something and just fighting for it no matter what. And that's what, and like, yeah, Conviction Arc brings up like a lot of good points about like religion, especially back then, where religion was basically just like, oh, you don't believe, so you must die, Lamau. Like, I do like when stories get like that, even though I'm a good Catholic boy, don't get it twisted. I do like when stories go there, like seeing him like and then the like pagan ritual, like the goat guy and stuff. That was really wacky. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about that right now. Like Guts showing off like his expertise and like being more calm and collected and strength of him, like seeing Griffith being like, oh, so this motherfucker really want to pull up right now? I bet I will actually kick this shit out of you, son. But being like held back and like kind of just like, hold on, let me get back into my mode real quick. Let me take a step back and realize what I'm about to do with the thing that you're trying to protect is a temporary revenge, like worth it, like worth like losing what, like your driving force. Like that's kind of like the now that I'm thinking about it, kind of like the like Nietzsche. You have like everybody will like generate a purpose even if it isn't from like a greater will. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what Guts is doing. That like generating that greater will and like of course struggling to protect it because we all know Guts is that struggler, which is just magnificent. I love it. Next up, last but not least, Golden Age, number one. I put Golden Age at the number one. Golden Age for me was, I watched the 97 anime, which of course covered, I would say, a lot of necessary bits from the manga. Not all of it though, and I wish it did, and I wish something would. But and I read Golden Age, and seeing like Guts like find friends and just like the bonfire of dreams and like him like and him like just like trying to find his purpose and just like and then like leaving the band of the Hawk or the band of the Falcon, whichever you want to fucking call it, was just, I related to that so much. Like you can't like trying to like not be swallowed in somebody else's dream and like somebody else's like driving force for how they live and trying to find your own. I related to that so much, especially in a period where I was like pretty lost on what I wanted to do, and there were just some things I had to leave, and maybe even some people like that just had to leave to find what I wanted to do. The character progression of like Guts and Griffith and Casca. Casca's so fucking good. Like those are like my main, of course the main three, but main three I really look at. It's like that nice burger. That's the nice burger that you want to bite into, okay? Nice brioche bun or whatever they want to call it. That's the good stuff. And on the side is like a good, you know, beer battered whatever best fry you want to fry. You know what I mean? That's the real good stuff, okay? Like, and like Golden Age for me, like when I watched the 97 anime, even though it didn't adapt everything fully, I'd never like even like it like just woke something up in me, and I was just, it was like, so last year in the summer I played Nier Automata and I got really big into philosophy. I think I've told this story before. Yep, I watched my 3x3 gaming iceberg, and I kind of completely shifted. It was for the better, of course. And I just started like getting really big into it, and it was just an eye-opening moment. And Berserk also had that on me. Like Guts, like learning like valuable lessons of just like appreciate what you have until it's, and then, or else you're gonna lose it. It's just like, and then like, oh man, like when he came back and he was just like, why do I never realize things until they're gone? Like that hit, that really hit. And then like, I can barely even remember the Bonfire of Dreams speech. I don't know why, but it just sticks out to me. I don't even know what they talked about. Like, because like my memory's shot to shit, but it just stuck. It just still sticks out to me, and I love it so much. Like Golden Age, and then I read the manga, and oh my god, everything was just 10 times better. Like artwork progressively gets better. Artwork is like top notch. Even though I think Conviction, I think, has some better panels. Has some of my favorite panels. It's just like, bruh. I fucking love Golden Age, man. And I cannot wait to reread it. Like, it just means so much, like, oh man. I can't even put it into words. Go watch like a review on it or something, dude. Then you know how I feel. Like, it's just literally the greatest. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked it, press the like button. Comment down below, what would you rank the arcs? A short but sweet video turned into 27 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes, depending on how long I ramble. What would you rank these arcs? What do you think about my ranking? I know, probably really generic. I think it is. Nothing out of the box. Kind of run of the mill. I think you could probably predict everything. I'm kind of tired right now. I got a headache. My body's kind of sore. So I can't even put into concise words. Yeah. By the way, I think this will be like one of the only Berserk videos I make, because there's so many other people that can make. I think that makes much better Berserk content than I could ever put out, and I want to do the series justice when I talk about it, because it's just so near and dear to me that I don't want to like misconstrue what I say or da da da. So I don't know if I'll ever do another Berserk video, but that's gonna do it for this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Eat fruits and vegetables. Get a good night's rest, and I'll see you honey pies in the next video.